Listen, vibe coding potential for your business is massive. If you're not using it, you are missing out on a great potential. I can write about it, talk to you in person, but you wouldn't believe it unless I show you what we are doing with vibe coding, how we are developing Bonanza website using vibe coding. Before, we would use Webflow 100% of the time whenever we wanted to push an update. But nowadays, about 30 to 50% of our work updates will go through Webflow, the rest will go through vibe coding. So, a couple of stuff that we have developed recently through vibe coding, not through Webflow, is Readiness Handbook. Basically, this is about 25 pages of interactive ebook that we have recently pushed. It has all sort of interactive elements to it, interactive charts, calculator. It has 9 chapters full of use cases, case studies, lessons that we have acquired in the past 2 years working with several clients. To be able to do this without vibe coding, it would probably take us about 1 month of full-time work. With vibe coding, we managed to push this within a week. And that was only one phase that of this project that we use vibe coding. When you click on take assessment test, so basically this is 9 chapters ebook that you could read. It's encapsulate all of our learning in the past 2 years. It's available here actually. If you go to our website, Readiness Handbook, you can take a look. So when you are basically educating yourself about what we think for digital leaders need to do to transform their organization, you can take an assessment. It's 8 questions that you need to fill. You go to the next step, more questions. Takes about 5 minutes, but after that, you would receive an assessment as such. We will give you basically a score, how ready your organization is when it comes to the digital transformation, a summary, a SWOT analysis, and basically a recommendation, what you need to be doing. We could have, use all sort of gated approaches. Hey, you need to, do a consultation with us. You need to, fill out an excessive form to be able to access to this. But we decided to release this for free. So you can actually go through the entire process yourself. The entire project it's a 2-phase project. One digital readiness book, and the other one is the assessment tool that you can see here. Took about 3 weeks from the start, conceptualizing, creating the PRD, till execution and build. 3 weeks. Just let that sink in. This would have been a quarter-long project in a typical traditional setting. And it was only possible because we really, in the past 2 years, invested heavily in understanding vibe coding and how we can integrate it into our day-to-day operation. There is a lot go into getting vibe coding right, but if I want to summarize the key activity that you need to absolutely get right to be able to launch a seamless vibe coding project and bring it to the execution and production, is this. It will all start with your PRD. So this is a very, very long conversation I had with Claude to get the PRD, all the document that you see, complete PRD, development implementation guide, digital transformation PRD, and recommendation and benchmark schema. The entire process going through capturing what we want to do, adding transcript of most past 2 years conversation, putting it here, going back and forth, clarifying on every step of the digital assessment tool. And basically, this took me from the start to finish 3 days. So in that 3-week project, 3 days I invested in the PRD. And when I've created multiple posts so far on LinkedIn and YouTube that, hey, you really need to invest in PRD, and that's what I'm talking about. And the way I usually go about creating PRDs is a bit maybe different from one you may think, is that I typically talk to the AI rather than to type. So I have Mac Whisper. If you don't have it, you should get it. Basically, I talk to the AI. This is each time that Claude gave me its output, I would read every line. I would try to understand every line. And then based on this, I would give it a very, very, very comprehensive feedback. The cool thing about talking to AI and instead of writing is that when you write, you need to get everything right. But when you are talking, you don't have to make sense of yourself. AI does the make sensing. And if even AI didn't get what you exactly want to do, you will iterate on it in perpetuity, as you can see. But it's very interesting. Like um, the brainstorming with AI, it's sort of similar the way you brainstorm with your peers and colleagues. First, I started with the screens, what screens I want, and then it gave me its feedback. I read it, bunch of really good ideas. I picked some, I removed some. But as we going down and like elaborating more, getting the detail right, as a couple of interesting thing came up, which I would love to show to you. Claude started wireframing for me in front of me. Let me see if I can get to that place. We got to a point that we were exactly. We got to the point that we were talking about the um, interface, the UI of every screen. So this is the contact form I wanted. I wanted a left column, right column, and it started wireframing for me. This is really exciting stuff for me when it comes to talking to AI, working with AI, because nowadays AI compared to the previous model, especially Cloud Sonnet 4.5 or Opus 4.1 or GPT-5, they are now multimodal. Not only give you back text, they give you back wireframe, sketches. It's getting pretty advanced. And as you can see also that the more that we going down the line, the file structure of the project is getting clarified. We are basically getting into the production mode and talking about, okay, how we want to produce it. I ask specifically for every page I want a separate page so I can go and edit things. So getting the file structure right, the technology right, the database right, what would be the database schema, what kind of stuff I want to store, how I'm going to build it. This process itself took about 3 days, 3 weeks of build instead of an entire quarter. And the build phase of it was few hours today, few hours the day after, few hours. So it wasn't like, full time I'm sitting and like vibe coding. I actually use Claude Code for it, which allow me to basically give it a big task, go do my stuff and come back and see it built. This has been, I've worked on multiple vibe coding projects. One of the most seamless vibe coding project I've executed and brought to the production. Literally after creating all this document and adding it to the folder and asking Cloud Code to build it, there was not a big um, bottleneck at all in during the process. There were here and there that was mainly my own mistakes, not the PRD mistakes that I had to manage. But investing in your PRD, making sure that you get it right from the get-go, you understand every line that goes into PRD is so understated. And you could basically take a look at the readiness handbook yourself, see it. I could not even dreamed of creating something like this before. Now it's possible. If it's possible for me, it will be possible for you. I really do welcome all the business leaders that they are sort of like dapping into vibe coding to get on with it. It's a great investment. Of course, it doesn't mean that you don't want to like ask your team to do things for you. You could, you should. But at the end of the day, some of your fuzzy ideas, if you see them yourself, if you wrestle with them yourself first, if you understand what you want to do, you can actually write better project description for your team, and help them help you to get to the finish line faster. Well, tell me what you think. Take a look at the entire build yourself on our website. And until next video, well, happy wipe coding.